I'm here with Barnett now, who's actually one of the judges today. So welcome, first of all. How does it feel to be here?
It's fantastic. I was here last year. I've known Ben and Mike for years. It's great to see the events progressing every single year. Obviously, last year we had Lord Sugar. Now Theo's really thrown a lot of support in. Obviously, we've got Ryman's here as a fantastic sponsor. So it's great to see everything progressing. I'm really looking forward to judging and seeing the teams.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and one of the things we're looking at here is developing the ability to have those necessary life skills and how important they are compared to having a degree. So tell us a bit about your background and how that relates to it.
Well, I left school when I was 11, so I've got no formal education, no GCSEs, no A-levels, no degrees, nothing else. Obviously, education has been a big part of my journey within my specific industry, which is chocolate. So I've owned my own chocolate business for 10 years now. But I think, that those essential life skills actually play such a large part of anybody's career. And I've always said, being an entrepreneur isn't about owning your own business. It's not about a specific industry. It's about a mindset. It's about either, sort of climbing that ladder, having that motivation, having that goal, and setting in your sights, where you want to be in your life. And that's where those life skills come into play. And that's what they're going to learn today, is actually by applying business to their everyday lives, they're going to be able to see things in a different light and be able to deal with those problems better.
And what lessons would you say you've learned outside the classroom that you wouldn't have been able to learn in front of a teacher necessarily?
Probably hundreds. And I think, one of the best teachers is your mistakes. I've always said you're only as successful as your biggest mistake. And I think that's one of the largest parts of my business and most important parts that I've learned, is that it's about, learning from those mistakes and actually engineering those into your life and into your business on a daily basis. And that's something that I don't think really any classroom can teach you.
And you're a judge. What are you looking for in these children today, these students that have got these ideas, they're going to be nervous, and they've got to pitch in front of yourself and in front of Theo?
Absolutely, yeah.
What advice would you give?
I think, firstly, what I'm looking for is obviously something a little bit different, something unique. I'm looking for those schools and those companies that stand out. They've put that little bit more thought in. It's all about the attention to detail, slight little differences and changes. And then the advice is, just be relaxed. We're not big scary judges. We're just here to kind of observe and listen, and we're here to help all of the children and all the students here learn from what they've done. So, either privately or directly, we'll be giving feedback to them to make sure that next year, hopefully, they'll come back even bigger and better.
And can you name, finally, one piece of advice that a famous entrepreneur has given you that you really have kept close to your heart?
Probably a couple, but one of them that really spoke out to me, I was with a very famous chocolatier and chef called Bot van Karenberg, Belgian chocolatier, and he sat me down after the course and he asked me if I cook spaghetti. I said, yeah, I cook it with salt and water. And he said, have you ever cooked it with apple juice? I said, well, no, why not? And I know that's a very abstract thing to say, but what he was trying to illustrate is actually pushing the boundaries and illustrating the fact that just because there's a preconception there of an ingredient or a method or a way to do something, by thinking outside that box and looking at it in a different way. And that's what I brought into my company, and that's why we've had probably 15 world first flavours, we've had 30 odd world first concepts, just because we're always about stepping ahead, keeping ahead of the game and ahead of the competition.
Well, look, we can't wait to hear what the children have for you and what you're going to think of it. So enjoy the day, and thank you.
Thank you.